Could Jurassic Park Operation Genesis content be making its grand return to Jurassic World Evolution 2? Jurassic Park Operation Genesis was the original Jurassic Park building simulator, and a few days ago was the game's 20th anniversary. Although it is way older, it is still better than JB2 in some ways. So let us turn back time and return back to Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Now, let us focus on the main event, new species. All of these dinosaurs didn't appear in JPOG, but they were all planned to be in the game before they were unfortunately cut. The Celosaurus was a medium-sized feathered Neorstichian. It was planned for JPOG, but it was cut due to time constraints. This could introduce a new feathered species, which I know that people love feathers on dinos. Ornithomimus was also cut, and the family is actually in JW2, but not actually the species itself. But unlike other ornithomimids, this one has feathers, and honestly, some of them will feel unnecessary, and this would add more variety to them, and again, more feathers. Panoplosaurus is similar to Sauropelta, but a bit different on the front spikes. Frontier could just change its size or colors to make it stand out more and make it feel more necessary, and not just another Sauropelta or another Polycanthus. Alioramus was a smaller tyrannosaurid that was also cut, but has a much longer snout, and is somewhat similar to the Shinjusaurus, but more carnivores is always appreciated. Tenontosaurus is a fan favorite that has appeared in Jurassic World Alive and other Jurassic World media. They could also make it like the Iguanodon by being able to defend itself, and its patterns would be amazing to see, as in reality, the patterns on more other hadrosaurids aren't that good. Finally, Yangtzeonosaurus is another fan favorite dinosaur that people want in the game. Its head crest would make it super unique when compared to the other medium carnivores. This one is very popular to mod in just because people want it in that much. But out of the 6 species, which 4 do you guys think should join the game? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Some new skins and variants from JPOG we could see are this green Camarasaurus skin. This would give the Camarasaurus more color, since people don't really use this dino that much, and it really is not that better than a Diplodocus or an Apatosaurus. This Carcharodontosaurus variant would also be awesome to see. People love this skin more than the Carco we have right now, and I agree. We could also bring back the iconic Carcar roar, which we all love. Another variant we could see is this one for the Acrocanthosaurus. This one is way different and much thinner, as the Acro right now is a very thick boy, but I still love the Acro. The Spino skin could also be cool to see, since its colors are duller and would be awesome to see on the Spino. This Torosaurus skin would also be awesome to see, since its back is way different than the ones we have in game, since the patterns don't really do anything for the Toro. This Albertosaurus variant would also be cool to see, as many people were sad that this was not a skin for the Alberto back in JW1 and now in JW2. Styracosaurus skin could also be nice to see, as its crest is very colorful, and its horn is as well. Another skin we could see could be this red Allosaurus skin, since it is very colorful, and honestly this looks amazing modded in. Imagine an official JPOG Allo skin from Frontier. The final variant we could see could be this Kentrosaurus variant. Its build is overall smaller and it has smaller plates, but this could also just be a skin for the smaller Kentro model if Frontier just wants to do that. The other JPOG skins and variants would also make their return, but I can't give each skin their own slide since there would be around 25 total skins and variants. But just know that they are in this expansion. Now, attractions. This expansion could introduce a new version of the viewing tower in JW2, which guests could use the binoculars on. In first person, we could also use the binoculars on the tower to zoom in and out on our dinos. The balloon tour could also be introduced, as we don't have anything like it, and people would love to see this attraction return from JPOG, and people just love to beg and ask Frontier for it. The view event could also return, and allows us to see our dinosaurs even closer, and maybe Frontier could allow the guests to interact with the dinos, and this could also be available in the first person mode. The viewing dome would also be cool to see, as this would also allow us to see our dinos from inside the enclosure, and maybe the dinos could break the glass and eat some of the guests. Now, new maps. We could see a new variation of the Isla Nublar from JPOG, which would allow us to build on the whole island instead of just a small part of it. Site B mode could also make its return from JPOG, but instead the dinos just spawn in, and the ecosystem was able to maintain itself. People want this feature and have been asking Frontier for it for over a year. The island generator also makes its return from JPOG. This generator can be altered in many ways, including in different biomes, size, etc. This would give us endless possibilities and make JW2 last just as long, if not longer, than JPOG. The guest interactions could also be expanded upon, since the guests are something that JPOG has done better than JW2 and JW1. People always complain that the guests are kind of lifeless, and giving them the old JPOG visitor mechanics would be amazing to see, being able to interact with dinosaurs, see what dinosaurs are like, all that stuff. Some new buildings we could see could be the return of the JPOG amenities. These amenities are very different from the JW2 amenities and could offer us more variety for our amenities. A new JPOG building set could also be introduced with new structures, such as the ranger station, new JPOG fences, and new feeders from JPOG to make us feel like we are playing JPOG 2. The campaign that this expansion would come would also be around building multiple 5-star parks on Isla Nublar and randomly generated maps by bringing back new extinct species. But that's my idea for a Jurassic Park Operation Genesis expansion. What would you guys change? And would you even want to see this in JW2? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. But if you guys want to see what a Europe expansion could look like, click this video to find out. Your Nublar volcano will see you guys later.